Today I'm gonna start addressing what happened in the past with the light bulb. There was a light bulb and it was gonna get invented, and then fun fact: the candle, it can't like measure up to a light bulb. It's in a whole different league of its own. It's just like a bow and arrow. You can't make a better bow and arrow to outdo a gun. So with that being said, is um, the electricity grid. There was a guy, and then he was coming up with a way to have like a better electricity grid, and then the guy who owned the light bulb burnt down his stuff. And so, like, would that happen if a computer's getting reinvented? A computer reinventing is in two different placements, and it's like the wafer of like this chip is silicone, and then they don't want you to know what is on top of the silicone, and it's just die casting. And so, like, but these ingredients is like in Coca-Cola, they've got their special ingredients where they don't want anyone knowing what are in it. And even though they have to like print what are the ingredients on the side of stuff, they keep the actual secret ingredients locked away. And that's like another thing I heard. This is all just like this lore. I don't know if it's true or not, but you kind of hear these things if you're not living under a rock. The case of which would be if you were living under a rock, you would want an interface to be super hands-on interactive. And when they come to screen time, it's like such a big deal to display your screen time. It's all these notifications and pop-ups that give you the and updates, the illusion that you're like interfacing when you're actually not. You're so constrained on these leading companies that rhyme with loft. I can't think of them, but I'm sure you can. The um, the presets in these things are baked into the cake, where it's not allowing. It's called what is OP, overpower open source, and so you can't like turn off these things because a lot of them only make you do these purchases in market of their own. And so when you're trying to go outside of it, it's looked at, if you're using the computer, impossible because you can't access it, because again it's just written in to its software. And so with its hardware, when you're using something that is worth your while, so you take extra time into it, like bread, and you would be kneading the bread a lot. And kneading means like just turning over the dough and squeezing it out. So that same concept, I think, should be used in a screen where like you make your own screen. And so it's more so that the form fitting the function, like with this special wafer, where you're just designing your what you're going to be doing on it, and it is actually like bypassing all these special like wafer dynamics that are just like this die casting on a new level. And so when you're doing that, it's really just doing uh, what you want better. But then with the screen, it's just like, how you can make invisible ink out of lemon juice, and then like the certain type of ink. It's the same with frost on windows. If you put like this smeared message on it, when it gets cold, that message will frost up and you'll see it. So the transparency in making a screen, if you just have like a really crushed up one, and then you can make it transparent, but then there's like more behind it. So that'll be a key feature in recreating what a computer is. Also, it'd be fun to have the aesthetic factors. If you've never seen a pickle conduct electricity, it's a hoot and holler. And so that could be used as a battery. You just throw ideas out there, and uh, it would just look cool. If in this day and age, it's about looking cool. So, and then a fossil would be, of course, what a SSD, a thing that spins is a SSD. And so fossils have that spiral that would look neat. And then having like a crystal just be of what um, RAM is. And so you RAM all these three things together, and that would be a pretty cool thing. That would be a pretty cool thing.